What's up, guys? It's Astrag. Welcome back. Today we're going to be playing Rome, obviously. Pretty obvious. Ignore the background noises. There's nothing I can do about it. Anyways, we're going to be throwing it back old school. We're going to play an Imperial campaign before we start getting into Rome Total War 2. So let's see what we got going on here. Alrighty, so we got 3 to choose from. For those of you who don't know, this is an RTS. Basically, you fucking kill everything. Yeah, so we're gonna play on medium difficulty because I'm not a pro. I'm not gonna admit to being a pro because we don't want you to get the wrong idea. So the way this generally works is that Julii advances north into Gaul. Scipii generally advances east into the Macedon, Greece area over here. And Scipii generally advances into Carthage down here. And that's pretty much how it goes almost every game. That's what the AI generally wants to do. So, really, we're just going to follow along with them. At this point, it's just really what you choose. Blue, the only reason... Yeah, I guess it really doesn't matter. So, let's go with blue. They all start with pretty much the same. Actually... Sorry. I didn't think this through. Probably should have. Yeah. We're gonna go with... Shit, I can't choose! We're gonna go with blue. It's gonna be a long campaign, so it's gonna be the supreme rule of Rome in at least 50 provinces. That's like all of like this here, pretty much 90% of the map. And then you have to, once the civil war begins between these three, which by the way, these three are all allies and you cannot attack each other. So blue can't attack green or red and vice versa until the civil war starts. And there are a few triggers to that later on that we'll get to. But yeah, you have to control most of the map and then you have to attack and kill these other two and control the Senate, which is right there. Alright, let's do this. Now I'm going to shut up now. There is a short little video, so enjoy.
My family, the house of Scipii, are beloved of the gods. A proud boast, but true, all the same.
Conceded much?
In return, we have served Rome, ruled well, led her armies to glory. It has cost us dearly, despite the love of the gods. Sometimes the hatred of men is stronger. Our dead lie in many graves, put there by Carthaginian swords, and a few Greek ones. Even Roman blades have taken Scipii lives. That we do not forget or forgive. So, now our time has come. The spirits of the dead cry out for blood. I will lead our family in this undertaking. The gods will grant us vengeance. When Sicily is Roman, when Carthage is crushed, when the other Roman families are gone, when the world is mine, then I will stand before the gods and be worthy of their love, and worthy to rule Rome.
Alright, a few things from that video I want to address. I'm gonna wait for this loading scene to get over because I don't know if it's gonna record the audio or not, so I don't want to sound like an idiot. Alright, so a few things I want to address from that video. Number one, if that was truly the king or the lord or the leader or whatever, this campaign takes place over a few hundred years, and you go through multiple faction leaders, so no, that's bullshit. And number two, the quality of that video was utterly horrible, and I assure you that's not my computer, that's the video that the game sent with it, and it's just piss poor. So, alright, so the Senate's telling us to take Syracuse, which is a Greek city-state down here, right here. Not that hard to capture. Everybody does that. But, however, the first thing I want to address and something a lot of people don't do, is the family tree. Now, with the family tree, what people neglect to realize is that you need to select your heirs in a systematical way to get the most benefit out of them. Now, what I mean by that is, if you select, okay, so our leader here is 54. He doesn't have great command. His management's not great, and the influence is not great either. Now, he is our faction leader. We cannot change that. However, we can change his successor. So we have 3 to choose from here who are adults. We have this guy, we have this guy, and we have this guy. Obviously, you can't heir a woman, and you can't heir children. So keep that in mind. This one is currently set as an heir, as marked by this whatever thing, stuff, shit is. So if once this guy dies, and from whatever way, excuse me, whether it be in a battle or a disease or old age, whatever it may be, once he dies, he'll become the king. Now the problem with not selecting your king, or your heir, I should say, is that you basically, they just put one random dude in. They don't really have a way to choose. And if from what I've experienced, you want to choose the youngest that you possibly can, the guy with nothing, because from my experience, and I could be totally talking out of my ass, and this has absolutely nothing to do with in-game mechanics, but the younger he is and the lower his stats are, the better leader he's going to become. And the reason being is that you have more time to work with him, a 16-year-old, than you do with a 36-year-old. Okay? You're going to be able to take that 16-year-old all over the world down here. You're going to be able to go everywhere with this guy and get all of his stuff up. All of his command, his management, and his influence up before you're able to do it with these. Now, that's not saying that this 29-year-old is a bad general. And in fact, he's going to be my heir. Because, see, look at this. Okay, this guy has 4 command and 2 influence. Alright, and he's 36. Literally, this guy has 4 influence or 4 command and 3 influence. This is 1 more influence, and he's younger. And he's not the heir. Why? That doesn't make any sense. So, yeah. With that explained, I suppose that made absolutely no sense, but let's go with it. So now we have our new heir selected. This guy? No, it's not that guy. That's not even me. Whoops. Why did I do that? Yep, it's that guy. Alrighty. So, remember our objective? We're supposed to take Syracuse. Now, another important thing to keep in mind when playing this game is that towns don't manage for shit without a mayor. And if you look at our family tree, again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 men able to be mayors. Here, as the mayor, is Julianus Scipio. I'm not going to pronounce names. We're just going to call him Julian. He's the mayor of our capital, Kapau. And here, because he's the only, and that's generally speaking, that's because he's the only one there. If there are more than 1 generals inside of a town, you'll have to look to see which one's which. But because he's the only one there, he has to be the mayor. Here we have this dude. He's our faction leader, which gives it a boost to this town. Yeah, we only have 2 towns, so those are our 2 mayors. Now, if we remove him from this city, obviously he's no longer mayor there, and they don't have a mayor. So the happiness of the town will drop dramatically, and the income will drop dramatically. So keep that in mind, that when you capture a town, you want to put the general there. And you want to leave him there until, A, you can bring in another guy, or bring in another mayor to put there, or you bring in someone else to take the army and continue on with your rampage if you so desire. So here, just by a quick look on the map, you can see that he's a 4-star general. You open it up, look, he's 4 stars. Now the command, generally speaking, is going to keep your men in battle longer before they rout and break. So this army here is pretty much predefined to take this town. However, to minimize casualties, I'm going to put this hoplite in here, maybe. Oh, that's spy, that's why. Yes, we're going to throw the spy in here, obviously. Now, if you look, because the spy is here, we can see some of the buildings they have. Actually, this is all the buildings they have. And these, this is their army. They have 2 hoplites, 2 militia hoplites, archers and peltas, as well as the factionaire. He needs to die, like, dead. Always, if you have a choice between an army and a family member slash heir slash leader, always go for them first. So, we're going to take this guy, Quintus. See what we got here. We're going to take these hoplites. We're going to go ahead and buy them. Kind of a hurt to our economy, but oh well. We're going to go ahead and seize this town. We're going to go ahead and build ladders. Actually, can we get that? No. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and sap a wall, because that's the most effective in my opinion. Now, another thing people neglect, not all people, this is a much less neglected thing, is buildings. Now, people just, okay, I need troops, so let's build that. Early game, ports are extremely important. Why? I don't know. They just always boosted my economy building them, so I'm going to build one here. Now, I believe Kupao, actually, yeah, no. Yeah, they don't start with it. Wow, that's gay. Well, they don't start with one, so we have to build one here too. Oh well. Now, we're going to go ahead and put him on here, and this is really dangerous. I don't like doing that, but we're going to do it anyways, and we're going to bring him over here. Because there's a town over here, the name escapes me, that we have to capture on this peninsula, which will give us hold of this entire island. And then we'll continue attacking down there, which is, like I said, generally what people do. So let's go ahead and end the turn. Nothing dramatic happened. Good deal. So we're going to go ahead and drop the army off there. We're going to go ahead and just kind of leave them there for right now. Actually, we'll move them up here. Can we get a... Yes, we can. Good deal. Go ahead and get a fort set up, because they're going to be there a little while. Now we're going to bring this navy over here, and we're going to watch this peninsula to ensure that no Greek boats come around and attack, drop any troops here, which they could just as easily go around here, but this is a Carthage town, so we don't have to worry about that. And I happen to know that because I've played this, obviously, quite a bit. So we're going to go ahead and assault this. Now, this is going to be a tough assault, obviously, looking at the battle strength ratios, 1-to-1. That pretty much means we're equal. So, I'm actually not going to fight this battle this video. We're going to go ahead and do that the next video. So, tune in probably a day to watch me kick this guy's ass or completely embarrass myself and die horribly. And then we'll continue on with the campaign. So, thanks for stopping by. This is Astrax signing out. Peace.